Hello, here is the video about the book challenge. And the book I chose was a book I found in the library of Kobo. That was I was searching for another book, and this one just appeared, and it's really short. It has like 50 pages or something, and the name is The Marriage of the Conscious and Subconscious Mind. The thing about this book is I've read a few books about this theme and stuff, but this is really great for a beginner or intermediate reader, because it just gives you short but practical and a kind of advanced stuff in a simple way. So I really like this book, and I think it's for someone that even hasn't paid much attention to this kind of subject. It's really a great start, and it's fairly unknown, the author, I guess, in the book, but I really liked it because it talked really simply about the mind and the dynamic of the mind. It's like we go through life since we are kids and stuff, and we grow up and we learn a lot of stuff in school and about this, about that, but one of the fundamental things about our life and about ourselves is our mind. And this book really gives you a fairly simple and practical framework so you can understand better your mind and work with it. So I really like this kind of books because they are not that long. They just give you a great information that just you can just apply right there. I really liked it. And applying the challenge is applying the book. So how do you apply this knowledge? One of the first chapters in the introduction talks about, like, you have to know the basics of the mind. So that's what I will point to, because I've talked about it in previous videos, but it's simply we have to think about, or the idea that may help us manage ourselves, and our mind is face it like a computer. Our mind is a computer. Everything you put into it, there's something that comes out of it, per se. So you have to pay close attention. And what is that stuff that you put into it? What is that? It's stuff you read, it's stuff you watch, it's stuff you say to others and to yourself, and the thoughts you have constantly, the repetitive ideas. That's the stuff, and that has an effect in your life, in your body, in many things. So the book goes really well into that, and explains very well, and it's really an awareness exercise, because for a beginner, for someone that hasn't paid attention to this, when they find out, wait a minute, my mind is just like a projector. It's like you put an image and it projects. Like you put an image of a car, and you go and have that car, or buy that car, or search for that car or something, and it happens with many things. So I really like this book, and it goes into the difference of it's a very simplified model, but it works, and it's really great when you simplify the mind in two parts: the the masculine part, the action part, the one that is objective, and just it's like it correlates with your thoughts. And then there's the other part that is very much subjective, and it leads more into emotions. So the idea is marriage of those two. And in the applying part, what did I do? This is very simple to see for me, because I've studied this multiple times and meditate on that. So, but the thing is, when you are in love with somebody, your emotion and your thoughts align, and your emotion is positive about that person, the thoughts are positive about that person. So what happens in your day-to-day life if you are not in that situation? It's a little bit chaotic. You feel off, you feel kind of chaotic or something, because in that moment your thoughts and emotions are not aligned. Your thoughts are like, I like to go surfing, and your emotions feel like, I feel tired, I feel like I want to just nap. So it's not aligned, and it goes into that. I'll put the details about the book on the description, and the link to the book. It's really great. It's really great. The book is really great. If you never touch upon these subjects of the mind, and if you did, it's a great simplified version, or concise and practical way. So the third step, I will say, well, the one previously I will talk about is just the diet, the mind diet that he talks about, which is pay attention what you put into your mind. That's a whole advice. The gates, be aware of the gates of your mind. It's like your senses. Take care of what you put into your senses. That goes right to your mind. So the objective mind is subjective mind. As I explained, that correlates more or less with the thought and emotion. And the thing is, the training part is like you combine those two. You learn to combine those two. Think about it. There is something you like to do: writing, ride a bike, something that you naturally like to do. And that happens when the emotion and the thought meet together and point to an action or something, and you like it, but because those two are aligned in that direction, naturally in you. But the training part comes when there is something you want to do. I don't know, a goal you have in your life. You want to buy a car, or you want to do something, but it seems like it's kind of off. You want it, but something is off. So this is what is off. You have to train to align your emotion and your thought towards that you want. How do you do that? It's with meditation. You think about that thing, and you give good feelings to it. You attach good feelings to that thought, and to that idea, and in time you get used to it, and it's like you start to, well, this is good, and everything aligns. And the last part of the book, he calls it the secret sauce, which is action, simply action. It what materializes the thought and emotion married. So that's it. You train your thought and emotion to really meet them together. You train that, you get used to it, and then you let go and you go and act. And think about it. When there was something that you like to do, a sport or something, your thought and emotions were married to that, in direction of that sport or that activity, and you just went and do it, and you flowed through it, and you liked it. And when in the opposite, when there's something that you are kind of off, it just doesn't flow. So this is the action he's talking about. After you marry marry the thought and the emotion towards an activity or an action or a goal. You just let go and you go and do it. When you go and do this with alignment of a thought and emotion that you previously trained, it's completely different. Just like I explained, when you were playing a sport or doing something you like in your life, it's different. The action is different. You feel different. It's different. It's just different. So this is the idea. The applying part is just that, is the training of marrying thought and emotion, and it could be tied to pleasure. When you combine thought and emotion towards something, it can translate into pleasure. You feel like it's all good, man. This activity, this goal, this action, you look into it with good emotions and good thoughts, and just marry. That's pleasure. And that's my, in meditation, trying to do that. That's the applying of the book. And the mind diet, of course, I've talked about in previous videos on the channel. Protection of your mind, like what are you seeing when you navigate in the internet, protecting your eyes, protecting your mind, care for what you say, care for what you think. Yeah, that takes a lot of training, but it really pays off. So that's the video. Thank you. Let's go. Stay connected.